Welcome to Houston, Texas, and the home of the Rice Owls, where we are anticipating a full house of fans who give a hoot. Rice ready to kick it off and get this game started. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So UConn's offense will get the first crack at it here. And there he is. To this team's fans, he is a heroic figure. Guy who can lead them to the promised land.
This guy has been in big games, in big moments, and he's delivered for his football team. It never seems like a situation is just too big for him. This obviously is a huge game. I cannot wait to see this guy compete.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4. These two teams both coming on a run, playing their best football of the season and hoping to continue on and get into the top 25.
Yeah, it's nice, man, when you get that roll going. You start to create some...
He's going to fire deep. It's complete. A huge pickup. He's loose down the middle. Touchdown, Husky. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby. How about that quarterback taking the shot downfield and delivering to the wide-open receiver?
I love this quarterback, Reese, because he's aggressive. He wants to take shots. He's looking for every opportunity to show off that cannon and that arm talent. He showed it to all of us right there.
That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. The Owls' offense will try to get something going with their first possession. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for? He's going for it all. And that'll be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Going with the ground game left. Finds his way ahead for 6 and a little breathing room to the 17. Now facing 3rd and short from their own 17. To throw, it's Jenkins. Dances away. Firing to the right, complete. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. And the Owls come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're bringing heat. Takes a hit as he fires. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. 3rd down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45. First down here for the offense. They try to pop a run on the draw. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. Safe completion on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd down, going up top. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his first sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans, and this offense better find out how to slow him down.
He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw at this drive.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. It's complete on the right side. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Right down the middle. He's got it. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw it again. It's complete to the right. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. Line getting set on second down. Looking to throw, it's Jenkins. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. Snap's going to come from the 23 on 1st and 10. Makes a connection. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Owls.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The UConn offense goes back to work. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Working that left side now. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. So they're facing 3rd and short from the 25. They'll go to the air. That's incomplete. Tried to set up the screen, and he dropped the pass. UConn will have to punt it away. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch.
Fires deep toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. Back to the line after the incompletion. 2nd and 10 from the 37. Here's the handoff. Just a 1-yard gain leaves them with 3rd and 9. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. Looking to the big tight end. And the pass hits, picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
They're working that left side. Bringing the heat. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. End off from the shotgun. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Off the play fake. That's caught. It's Robinson. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. They'll have to generate power and some accuracy. A 50-yarder from the left hash. Splits the uprights. It's good. And with that, they've taken the lead. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. And he takes this from inside the 5. This should be the last play of the quarter. To the air on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. Couldn't make the connection on 1st down. Now here on 2nd. Back to throw. It's Jenkins. He's going for a big play downfield. He's got it inside the 30. Speeding down the left side. Touchdown, Rice. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be dragged down. UConn going back to work on offense. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. You kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
So 3rd and short from inside the 20. You convert here, and this drive takes on a different complexion. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. UConn will have to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Feeling some heat. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. That's the last thing you want as an offense, a negative play, a sack on 1st down. Back to pass, it's Jenkins. Finds his man down the middle. And the defense stops him just short of the 1st down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? Receiver looks it in. It's complete. On the move at the 30. Who gives a hoot? The Owls do. It's a touchdown. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call. And with the extra point, it's a 21-10 game. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The UConn offense goes back to work. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some 1st downs. Get some positive momentum.
Leaves it with the running back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
How about defender, being a heat-seeking missile. He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some...
Running wide open down the gut of the field. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. This offense has to be feeling it after that last one, and they'll snap it 1st and 10 just outside the 20. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, UConn.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback and wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. Offense getting set for 1st down. He'll start this drive firing. Buys a little time. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Throws to the back. Quick completion on the out route. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He wants to throw. Got it behind the line. It's Jackson. And good blocking in space out there to give him enough room to pick up the 1st down. The Owls come to the line with a new set of downs. They want to just keep throwing it. It's complete. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. It's complete to the left. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. Let's see if Rice can get it in on 1st and goal. Looking downfield, it's Jenkins. He makes the catch at the end zone. Touchdown, Owls. And with the extra point, we have a 28-17 ball game. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. And the returner will be brought down. UConn going back to work on offense. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing.
He wants to go deep. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Got some room to run. He'll finally go out of bounds, but he was showing off all the skills after that interception. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Trying to find his man on 1st down. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Let's see if they go back to the air on 2nd down. On the move, he fires. It's caught. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. A manageable distance on 3rd down as they try to convert from the 20. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the 1st down.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on 3rd down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm. But after that last running play, moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you can tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Touchdown, Owls! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. 1st down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. Got stuffed on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. He's looking to throw. Got a man. It's Robinson. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. Here on 3rd down for this offense. From the gun, wants to pass. Wide open downfield. Nothing but green ahead. He's at the 10. And the defense couldn't corral him, and he took it all the way. Touchdown, Husky.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
He's on the loose. Can they catch him? He will score. Touchdown, Rice. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
And the returner will be knocked down. The UConn offense goes back to work. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like, this is an opportunity.
Unloads it downfield. Makes the grab on the left side. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30+. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Fires into traffic, intercepted. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37.
And we know turnover margin is a huge part of winning ball games. Interception number 2. His quarterback has to do a better job taking care of the football. Don't force it. Take the high completion percentage stuff. Don't always try to go for the big play.
And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
There's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think
he'll take the deep shot. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Back to throw, it's Jenkins. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. The offense with a major gamble here, going for it inside their own 40. Unloads to the wideout. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And a big return here as they finally get him down inside the 20. UConn going back to work on offense. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime. Touchdown, Huskies! Made the grab and finished the deal in the end zone.
this offense is really dangerous because of the weapons they have on the perimeter of the field, and you're seeing they go to these guys early, and they try to give them opportunities in one-on-one situations and vertically down the field. 2 passing touchdowns now early for this offense.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. First down for this offense. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. He's got his man. Out to the 35-yard line and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. He'll loft one deep down the left side. He holds it in and nobody's close. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Owls!
Yeah, he Coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
And the coverage team able to make the tackle. The UConn offense goes back to work. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, Dave?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
You just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You have got to be so smart. You're going to be aggressive with your decision-making.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. First down here for the offense. Dropping back, it's Jenkins. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Offense gets set for second down. He's looking to throw. Trying to get to him. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. He unleashes a long one. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down.
Yeah, and I like the shot, the aggressive play down the field. And we like throwing those jump balls up to my receiver because usually the receiver makes the play and makes the defender look bad. Nice job by the defender getting a hand on it, tipping that ball away from the wide receiver.
And they can't connect. A costly turnover on downs. Line gets set, first down. Takes the handoff. It's Robinson.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Right back to him on the ground. He'll pick up 3 before he's downed at the 6. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Wants to throw on third. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. After finishing a drive with a field goal earlier, this one will be a 33-yard attempt. Field goal is good. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. Out of the end zone. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. Looking for a huge play. He's got it at the 25. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20. After that huge play, let's see if they can punctuate it. It's first and 10 from the 20. Unleashes to the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
Right back up top on second and 10. Got his man on the right.
Hey, listen, on offense, just take what the defense gives you. Quarterback looks out wide, he sees the DB way off of the receiver. Throw him the easy hitch pass, you'll take that completion.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. Offense at an empty set. Pocket starts to collapse. It's incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Great coverage on that fourth down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
They get him down after he makes the catch. Inside 4 minutes to play here in the third. Gonna run it. It's Robinson. Nice move to keep running. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to ride this running back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Going to the ground. At midfield, he's got room. Oh, look out. Past the 10. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, UConn!
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. And he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the 1st down. 2nd and short now after that completion. Looking for a man. It's Jenkins. He makes the connection. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a 1st down. Looking to move it through the air. Using the quick game. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that 1st down. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Back to the air one more time. Caught over the middle. It's Thompson. Tackled, but he has a 1st down. You know this sophomore has a big arm, and there were some revolutions on that one. This Rice offense has a nice-looking drive going. They go to the ground. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on 1st down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good 2nd down.
Throws to the wideout. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. Thought he had the huge play with the interception. Instead, nabbed for PI, and it'll be 1st down for this offense. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. The offense lining up for a 1st down play. Handoff to the single running back. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Catch in the middle. It's Bell. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the 1st down. A new set of downs after the completion. Leaves it with the back. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
From the gun, the running back has it. Gets away from one, finds room. He smashes his way through again. Racing down the left side. Touchdown, Husky. He shed tackles right and left and housed it.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed, look at the elusiveness, get into the end zone. Nice run.
The returner will field it and bring it back. Oh, and the ball's out on the return. It's recovered by the kicking team, and they get the ball right back.
Hey, as a return guy, you know that you're going to get popped. You know you've got guys that have a 50-yard run at you trying to dislodge the football. You've got to do a better job with ball security.
They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the 1st down.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two...
Touchdown, UConn! And that one will put them up here in the second half.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open, and he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he's going to try to return this one. Didn't find much room at all as he'll go out of bounds at the 12. Looking for a productive play on first down. He's going to pass. Oh, he makes the catch. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. He's looking to throw it. And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. Knocked down quickly after the pick, but that offense says thank you very much, and they'll have it at the 43. On the move, it's Robinson. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. He tries to take the top off. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Huskies. That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, the second most played game in football is known as the Deep South's oldest rivalry, Auburn and Georgia, and it's gone final. Georgia looked dominant on the way to victory today. That offense had 0 problem putting up points, and the defense almost resembled the days of Nolan Smith, Jalen Carter, and Nakobe Dean. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams, but boy, it sure is going to be easier for the South. Away with the win.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Couldn't connect on first down. Now 2nd and 10 from the 24. Looking downfield, it's Warner. Trying to escape and get it himself. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
And I understand the logic by the offense here. Obviously, you're down in this game. You're trying to claw back into it. Why not take a shot? Why not be aggressive in that time? They just can't come up with a completion.
Looking to pass on 2nd down. Fires to the big fella. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. And the Owls are rolling down the field. Going up top on first down. Makes his connection.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
He's going to pass on 2nd down. Zings it complete to the right. And he'll run out of bounds, but a much-needed productive play in the passing game. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Finds his big tight end. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Finds his big tight end. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. The Owls have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Got it! He's down at the 1, and they almost almost had the touchdown pass on that one. Now on 2nd and goal. Trying to bully their way in. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. They'll come to the line just trying to keep. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Owls. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive. And they close the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. UConn going back to work on offense. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be... He tosses one high and deep down the left side. He's got it inside the 25. Touchdown, Huskies. And once he got loose, it was all over. With that score, it looks as if this bunch is about to go 6-1. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
A first down for the offense. Back to throw, it's Warner. Fires it down the seam. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Rice. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The UConn offense goes back to work. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt, fine.
Open runway ahead. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. After that last big gainer, they'll put it in play, 1st and 10 from their own 49. He wants to throw. Looking to the big tight end. He's got an open man. Touchdown, UConn! And they take it in for 6 more points. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the fourth quarter as they go for their 6th straight win. And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The kickoff team out there to boot it away and 15 yards farther up the field after the roughing the kicker penalty. The offense set for a first down play. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
Nice coverage on the back end. Great job. Nothing open right away. The QB holds the ball in the pocket, and the pass rush finally gets home. Sometimes it's the DBs doing great work. Sometimes it's the defensive lineman winning up front.
Dropping back, it's Warner. He's right on target. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. We hit the 2-minute warning, and this offense is desperate to make something happen and do it in a hurry. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Feeling the heat as he lets it go. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. Fakes fight now, looking to throw. He'll try to do it himself.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get.
Makes the grab at the 25, and there's room. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Quarterback adapting. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble, but couldn't create anything there. Offense about to reel off its 7th play of the drive. Getting some heat. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. He caught it, and he will score! Touchdown, Owls! And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. They're sending out the regular kickoff unit. I know they've got a couple of timeouts, but I don't think there's enough time on the clock to pass on the onside kick. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. UConn going back to work on offense. Guys, you want to be productive here and not go into a shell, but you've got to take care of the ball.
Yeah, and I think you say productive. He's productive at this point in the game is running the clock and getting first down. So, Jesse, I can expect this defense to be aggressive, way up near the line of scrimmage, bringing a bunch of bodies, trying to stop the run.
And that's why it puts a lot of pressure on an offense, David, because you know if you do try to throw the football, it's probably man coverage, you're probably getting blitz, that's going to be into a small window. It is not easy to execute in this situation of the game.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Makes the grab. It's Bell.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. With that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. They'll throw it on 1st down. He's going up top here late in the game. The pass ball's incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
Well, the defense finally showing some life there. It's been tough sledding, too, because this offense has been lighting them up through the air, but a nice individual effort that time, forcing the incompletion.
Throws to the tight end. A strike downfield. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down. New set of downs after that completion. To the air, it's Warner. A shot toward the end zone. Last chance, and he's got it! He's got it for the touchdown! And they can send it to overtime with the kick. Or do they dare try to win it here?
Man, you did the hard part. What a drive, putting points together, getting 6. Now, what are you going to do? Decision time. Do you want to go for the win right now, go for the 2-point conversion, or kick this thing and go into overtime with seconds running down the clock?
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, just to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Palmer, like you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the 3rd overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays, back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
Rice going to work with another 1st and 10. Quarterback checking the play. He'll just keep slinging it. Extending the play. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Wide receiver now comes in motion. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He finds his man, and he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Down by a field goal and a touchdown will win it. Let's see what they've got on first down. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Here comes the offense on second down. It's a draw. They get him down. Tough run. Picks up 4. They'll mark it at the 19. Big third down here as they try to keep the drive alive. A touchdown will win it. He'll keep it himself. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down.
Ooh, I like that option play. I'd keep running that too, because it's obvious the defense right now is really keying in on this running back. That was a big point of emphasis for them all week long in practice, and it's opening up holes now for the quarterback to run.
And you see him consistently sticking with the run, staying balanced. As you get closer to the goal line, you're thinking the field starts to shrink. Now, do I have a jump ball wide receiver out wide I can throw the football to? How am I going to find that extra space and take care of the football while doing it?
Third down here in overtime and some work to do. He'll throw on third down. Fires into the end zone. And he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity, but it's incomplete. This kicker is going to need nerves of steel on this one. And he'll try it from the right hash, and the angle shouldn't be too bad from this distance. And he missed it. No good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal.
Well, that's one the kicker would like to have back. That's a kick he should be making in his sleep.
My pulse rate is still through the roof on this game. I would have called that one for free. Wait, I don't want to get carried away there. But it was a really fun game and a great win.
It really was. I know we're all up here. We're bouncing around. We're excited after having seen what we just saw. What a great win for this team to go out and do it in overtime. That's the type of game that fans are going to be talking about for a long time, baby.
Great. Yeah, right. If you know Reese Davis, that is not happening, but we got a free game that was awesome. Back and forth, nip and tuck, and bonus time. You got some free overtime play in that one.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.